this is Simon, and welcome to my video course, Latin Influences. Now, hopefully you've picked up the ebook from my website, simongoulding.com, entitled Latin Influences. This is the video course to accompany that. We're not going to go through everything in the book, but we're going to go through some of the most important aspects contained in the book. So first of all, really, as a bassist, if you want to go into the session or freelance kind of field, it's really important to be able to function and understand and play as many different styles of music as you can. In this short course, we're going to look at various Latin influences that we can apply as bass players to our playing to make our bass lines a bit more unique, a bit more individual, and to give a really nice colour. So we're going to take influences from congas, timbales, the cascara of the timbale, the shell. We're going to look at the campana, take influences from the cowbell, the campana, Cuban tres, which is the Cuban stringed instrument, and clave. So that's when we get to look at Afro Cuban music and take some influences from the percussion section and adapt them to the bass. In the first section, we're going to look at Brazilian music, samba, bossa nova, and we're going to take an influence from the nylon, the acoustic guitar, from that, especially the comping patterns. And this is a really nice style to use if you're in an ensemble without a traditional chordal instrument. So if you're in like a trio without guitar or piano, if it's just you, a horn player and a percussionist, or you, a singer and a horn player, whatever, this style gives us the opportunity to cover both parts, cover the bass part and the chordal part at the same time. Now, this requires a bit of rhythmical independence, which as bass players is something that we don't look at, or very few of us look at. Drummers look at this all the time, but as bass players we tend not to look at rhythmical independence, playing two parts at once and making the two parts sound separate. So this can be a bit of a challenge, like I said, especially if we haven't looked at it. With each example, we'll also look at the influencing pattern and then adapt it. So first of all, when we're looking at the comping patterns, we're going to clap out the rhythm with one hand and then clap out the bass line with the other hand. The bass line's going to be mainly root fifth, so half notes or minims, and then the rhythm with the chordal, the comping rhythm's going to differ slightly, which we'll go through in section 1. This way you can really get the rhythm and the feeling of the music across in your bass parts when you're playing in this style. So this will also work when playing some Brazilian music, bossa nova, samba, or some of the Cuban tres patterns, which are also really, really interesting, because like I say, it's a different kind of a different colour and a different flavour than the Brazilian lines. So let's jump into section 1, which is Brazilian guitar influence lines.